The next topic of study in the synchronous motor drive is the synchronous motor variable speed drive. Synchronous speed is directly proportional to frequency. As we know, the expression of the synchronous speed omega ms equal to 120 f upon p. So synchronous speed is proportional to the frequency. Motor speed can be controlled by varying the frequency, as in case of induction motor. As in case of induction motor, constant flux operation below base speed is achieved by operating the motor with a constant V by F ratio. As we have seen that below the base speed we have to maintain the V by F ratio constant, and when at the base speed when voltage is saturated or voltage reach at its maximum value, we just constant the voltage and maintain the change the frequency, change the speed. Same thing is applied here in the case of synchronous motor. Uh, for all types of synchronous motor, this operation with a constant pull out torque, rated voltage reach at the base speed, and for the higher speed, a machine is operated at rated terminal voltage and variable frequency. There are two modes of operation of variable frequency are there: true synchronous mode or the self control or self synchronous mode. In true synchronous mode, in this mode, stator supply frequency is controlled by an independent oscillator. We use a separate mean to control the speed using the oscillator. Frequency from its initial value to the desired value is changed gradually, so that the difference between synchronous speed and rotor speed is always small. This allows rotor speed to track the change in synchronous speed with when desired synchronous speed is reached, rotor pull into steps. So variable frequency control allows the speed control as long as it is ensured that change in frequency are slow enough for rotor to track change in synchronous speed. So in this method, small changes in frequency will be done. So there is a block diagram using this method. Separately control VSI fit synchronous motor drive. Here is the delay circuit. This is the reference frequency F. This reference frequency generates the frequency signal give to the VSI and give to the flux control block. This flux control block generate a voltage reference signal which generated finally the firing angle alpha, which is given to the rectifier, and this frequency signal is given to the VSI. This rectifier, we give the AC supply to the rectifier. This rectifier convert the AC into DC. This is the inductor and capacitor to separate the rectifier and VSI, and for remove the harmonics in the supply. So frequency command F star is applied to a voltage source inverter through a delay circuit so that rotor speed is able to track the change in frequency. A flux control block changes stator voltage with frequency to maintain a constant flux below rated speed, and a constant terminal voltage above rated speed. Means it tracks the ratio of V by F and it maintains the V by F ratio constant. And another one is a self-control or self-synchronous mode. In this mode, stator supply frequency is changed so that synchronous speed is the same as the rotor speed. This ensures that rotor runs at a synchronous speed for all the operating points. In this method, always the synchronous speed is maintained, because as we reduce the rotor speed, at the same time we change the frequency of the stator. In this mode, stator supply frequency is changed in proportion to the rotor speed so that the rotating field produced by the stator always move at the same speed as the rotor. Since voltage induced in the stator has a frequency proportional to rotor speed, self-control can be realized by maintaining the stator supply frequency to track the frequency of induced voltage. Alternatively, sensor can be mounted on the stator to track the rotor position. These sensors are called rotor position sensor. So by using these sensors, we track the change in speed and we change the frequency of stator using this method. Thank you.